Girls. Today is Monday, April 20th. I hope that you had a great weekend and you are ready for some more virtual learning. Um, this week is actually National Parks Week, which works out perfect with what we're about to be doing. Today, we are going to be starting to gather more information for our National Parks project. And reminder, all of this information is going to be in that National Parks Google presentation that we created. So any information we have about our national parks that we find, we're going to put it in that presentation so you have it when it's ready to work on the final project. Today, our objective is to identify landforms we have in our national parks. So, we are going to be adding 5 new slides to that presentation that we created, that national parks presentation that we created. And when we create these slides, we are going to title or name the slides the landform that we found, and then we're going to put a picture on that slide as well. Okay, so a couple things. When we identify a landform, we want to be as specific as possible. So that means that we don't want to just say mountains if they're called the Rocky Mountains, or we don't want to say river if it's the Mississippi River. So we want to be very, very specific, kind of like your name. You have a first and last name, and I should be calling you by your first and last name. Okay? So be as specific as you can. Okay, there are a couple of resources that you can use. The first resource is this Earth Science teacher presentation. That is the one that looks like this. This is the presentation that you were looking at on Friday when you did the WebQuest activity. Okay, so you can use slides 14 all the way through 36. And on 36, there is a list of landforms that kind of were on the previous slides as well. Okay. The second resource that we have is a Google presentation with your park's information. So when I click on this link, it takes me to this list of all the national parks that you could choose from. And you're going to want to find your national park. So my national park I'm doing is the American Samoa. And I would click on this URL here and it would open up to this presentation on my national park. So this is another place that you can find some more information. And this is probably your first stop right here. In this presentation, you're going to have to read some of this. You could also look at the pictures to help give you some ideas. For example, this picture right here, it tells me that the Tutil Island is part of the national park or part of my national park. So just by looking at this slide and using my context clues, I have a landform right here. The third option that you can or resource you can use is this National Park Service website. So when you click on the link, it takes you to something that looks like this. Okay, so you can look for your national park by the state it is in, and maybe you don't see it right away, or you could search for it up here as well. So I'm gonna look, and here's the American Samoa. Excuse me. And it gives you a picture on a map of where your national park is. So right here's the national park. There's actually 2 parts of it. Okay. And then it gives you you click on the blue link at the bottom, and it takes you to actually the national parks page about your national park. So we're going to learn about our national park, so you're probably going to want to click through some of these tabs. Maybe you use the photo gallery, maybe you look in the nature section at the plants or the environmental factors, the ecosystem, and stuff like that. And there's even another option. The second option or the third option, you can use Google and you can just type in landforms found, Types of landforms in the America Samoa. And look, here we go. Now, Wikipedia probably is not the greatest source, so maybe we pick one that is .org or .edu. And now here is where you could look for some information as well. Okay? Now, once we have a landform that we found, so I was looking through my Google presentation on my national park, the free info, and I saw that there are volcanic islands in my national park. So once I have a landform that I found, I'm going to go to my presentation, my national park presentation. I'm going to add 5 blank slides, and I'm going to type the name of the landform I found. Now, notice I was very specific. I did not just say island. I said the Tutila Volcanic Island. Now, this slide would look pretty darn plain if I just left it like this. So, I am actually going to add a picture to my slide. So I'm just going to Google and I'm going to find a picture, and I like this one. So I'm going to include this picture just by copying the image and pasting it on here. And now one of my slides is done. Okay? So that's all we have to do. We have to do 5 new slides with a specific name for the landform and a picture of the landform. Now, once you're done with your 5 slides, you're going to take a screenshot of all 5 of these slides, and you are going to submit them to the Canvas assignment called Finding Landforms in Your National Park. And you're going to have 5 slides or 5 pictures total that you are submitting in this assignment Dropbox. Okay? Just a friendly reminder that I created a Google Meets page, and it's filling up a little bit. Okay, if you want to have a Google Meet session with me outside of my office hours, just to do a check-in, or you have a question about homework, you can use this Google Meet to sign up. Once you sign up, I will be sending you a invite through your Gmail, and it'll just be a Google invitation saying, Miss Linsmeyer, Google Meet with so-and-so at this time, and I would really like that you accept it so I know that you will be there as well. So I hope that this helps. Reminder, I do have office hours today from 9 to 12. So if you have any questions, pop on in. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.